Andrade versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. Hmm, this is a tough one. Um, Full disclosure, I honestly cannot believe I went with Jessica Andrade. To be honest, it's crazy. Anyway, um, my biggest issue with this particular fight is that I don't think Jessica Andrade is that talented, right? I don't think Jessica Andrade is that talented, but she has acquired so much experience. Renier, the Rizzler, the Rizlord. I picked the Andrade too. Renier, the Rizlord said hi. Bomboclad, which do you feel is more safer pick, Sterling or Jasmine? Both of them are risky, and obviously I went with Jessica Andrade. I didn't pick Jasmine Jasudavicius, and I'm going to try to make my point here. The first issue I have in this particular fight is that Jasmine Jasudavicius is like, I don't know, she's like 36, probably turning 37. Whoa, you picking Jessica? Yeah, man. Never bet women's MMA. I agree. I picked Jessica Andrade, my guy. I genuinely feel like her experience being at the top as a champion, even though it was once a just bet the over, yeah. Even if it was once and she didn't defend her belt, I think she's been fighting really talented fighters. She's fought Valentina Shevchenko. She's fought Rose Namajunas. She's fought Zayli Wang. She's been fighting really talented fighters. Um, uh, Renier, who you like this week? Oh, okay. This is not a question for me. So for me personally, I genuinely feel like Jessica Andrade, with her experience, is going to have a massive advantage. And Jessica Andrade has a lot of output. My biggest concern in this particular fight, I'm not gonna lie to you, is that Jessica Andrade, even though Jessica Andrade has a lot of volume, her defense is not particularly great. Jasmine Jessup, the VCS, is going to have a massive reach advantage. Scared money don't make money. Not sure, man. A lot of risky picks. There are a lot of risky picks on this particular card. So, in all honesty, I generally I'm scared of the reach advantage that Jasmine Jessup the VCS has because she has like a 6 inch reach advantage, which is crazy to even think about. But and when I think about it, it's highly possible. It's highly possible that the fight is going to play out on the feet, right? And if the fight is going to play out on the feet, Jasmine Jessup the VCS will have the reach advantage, will have the striking advantage potentially, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. As far as the grappling goes, I think Jessica Andrade might be a little bit stronger, and that's where I think she's going to try to take the fight. But both of them have good takedown defense, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to see how that one plays out. But I'm going to go with Jessica Andrade, which is crazy. Despite the fact that she's had such a long career in the UFC, she's still pretty young. She's still in her prime. She can still make a run back at the title. I just don't think she's good enough to actually get the title again. But I do think her experience is going to play a significant role in actually getting her this particular win. It's probably going to be a really close fight. I'm honestly worried about the reach advantage that Jasmine Jessup the VCS has. Um, Let me see. Uh, if you are asking for an underdog, I somewhat like it's Katona. Yeah, I would agree with that. Renier the Raider, Renier the Lord. BSD is gonna absolutely maul his new opponent. I think so too, but I'd have to do a bit more research. Man, I really think Shevchenko and Bilal wins. I mean, I picked both of them, but I'm honestly also worried about them. Um, Rene, there is Lord. I like Bilal too, but I think if your rod wins, possible because men on. Anyway, so this is basically how I see the fight playing out. Um, I genuinely think Jessica Andrade is going to come in with a game plan to wrestle because obviously she should know that Jasmine Jasudavicius is going to be as far as striking goes. But the problem is that Jasmine Jasudavicius is also pretty decent on the ground. So it might get to a stalemate unless Jessica Andrade has been working on her grappling heavy. Because I don't know how she's going to do with striking, especially because her striking defense is not that great. She's not that technical of a striker. She has power, but she's not that great technically. Defense is not great. All she has on the feet is power and volume, which is enough. But when you're fighting someone with a 6-inch reach advantage, that's going to put you in a bad position, especially if you're not a technical striker. However, um, Jessica Andrade was able to go to a decision. Am I wrong? No, no, it wasn't a decision. Yeah, I think it was. Didn't Rosa Mayunas rematch Jessica Andrade and took the belt via decision, right? After Jessica Andrade just slammed Rosna Mayunas on her head, I think they rematched. Oh no, Zhang Weili took the belt. No, I'm thinking about Zhang Weili actually. But still, I think Jessica Andrade has faced far better competition. Reluctant gamer, welcome back to the stream. So I think Jessica Andrade faced a better competition. People like Rose Namajunas, Valentina Shevchenko, all these people I think will have prepared her a little bit for someone like Jasmine Jasudavicius. Plus, Jasmine is like 36, 10 and 37. So that's never good, especially in championship fights. So for me personally, I don't know. I just feel like Jessica Andrade is going to be able to get this one done. Um, I remember picking Jessica Andrade against Mackenzie Dern, and a lot of people were like, "I'm crazy. That's not gonna happen." And she actually won. I've been pretty good at predicting Jessica Andrade fights. You know, I think I've predicted her to win a lot of times as an underdog, not just against Mackenzie Dern. There was one other time whereby she was like a pretty big underdog. People forget that even though, and I've mentioned this, even though Jessica Andrade has had such a long career, she's still like in her prime, you know. So for me personally, that's a lot more impressive to go, or rather, it means a lot more to me to actually go with the person who's still in a prime, who has championship experience, and the fight is close. So I'm going to lead towards the experience. So yeah, the things that the things that Rizlord is saying in the comment section is crazy. Anyway, let me try and respond before I go to the last fight. Renier the Rizlord, I think Andrade is strong enough to stop takedowns and will stick up Jasmine with some big Butchman punches. Oh, wow. Andrade is a ball of muscle. Yeah, I think that's what's going to also give her an advantage as far as the grappling as well. Um, Renier the Rizlord applies lesbian and Brazilian. Okay, I'm going to go to the last fight right now. There's so many risky fights on this card. Modestas Bakauskas versus Ion Kutelaba. Renier, you see what I was talking about a bit earlier on when you asked me about that lady who said the N word and got funded. Look at the comment above you, you know. So that's why, you know, you end up ignoring these type of things. Look at the guy who, look at his name, the comment above you. Anyway, going to the next fight. To break down the next fight, if you want to join me, let's go to that particular stream. I love and appreciate all of you. Until next time, deuces. Okay, not until next time, until a couple of minutes or seconds from now, because I'm going to break down the last fight for today. Ciao.